talking to myself, but it's like I was too weak to be someone else. You could think that I'm a creep when I'm singing all alone, but it's like I couldn't see straight on my own. When I fall, we start again, and when I feel like I'm just dead, and when I call, it comes again, and now I see it's in my head. Yeah, there's something that saves me all the time in my say. Yeah, it surfaces when I'm breaking down, like a whisper in my head, coming from out of nowhere, like a whisper in my head, when I got something to share, like a whisper in my head, when I'm unable to speak, coming from somebody else. Now no, it is just stronger than myself. That's the way I have to live. Now they fall down every night. In the end, I'm not alone, and that's my light. When I fall, we start again. And when I feel like I'm just dead, and when I call, it comes again. And now I see it's in my head. Yeah, there's something that saves me all the time in my say. Yeah, it surfaces when I'm breaking down, like a whisper in my head, coming from out of nowhere, like a whisper in my head, when I got something to share. You think that I'm a freak when I'm talking to myself, but it's like I was too weak to be someone else. You could think that I'm a creep when I'm singing all alone, but it's like I couldn't see straight on my own. Hey, yeah, there's something that saves me all the time in my say. Yeah, it surfaces when I'm breaking down, like a whisper in my head, coming from out of nowhere, like a whisper in my head, when I got something to share.
Ah, what's going on? Why can't I do anything tonight? Stream on? Stream's on, yeah. Great. Marvellous. Wonderful. What the fuck is this shite? On lap, apparently, this band is called. So for some reason, this seems to... my chat app seems to think I'm offline. Azab!
Pumpkin spice
There we
lattes
go.
are delicious. They seem wholesome, and after all, they're only a beverage. But are they also racist?
Oh, the also racist. I have a chat message. Ooh. Monkey sent me a gift. Oh, what's Monkey sent me? How are you, Rabia? No, not that. Great, now I've got to... What the hell's he sent me? Have I played Anno 1800 before? I don't believe I've played... I've got an Anno game. No one of you playing, so I'm sure I've got one of them. I played a lot of Civ, which I think might be the closest. Oh, you absolute beauty! He sent me Surviving Mars. Oh, that looks like a good stream game. Let's add that game. Okay, well, we'll pick that up at some point. Right, yeah, what Anno game have I got? Where's Uplayer? No, can't start for now. We don't want to install it because we're streaming. Actually, this song isn't bad. You're eating cheese balls. So, standard night for you then. Promise I'll get to the game in a second. It was very exciting now because Monkey bought me a gift. I'll text him and thank him. Yeah. What Anno game do I have? Ah, for the love of fuck, right. Why does this never remember my login details? Skip that. Might and Magic Chess Royale for free. I have Anno 2205. Is Anno 1800 the newest one? Standard Edition $49.99. Yeah, that must be the new one. What games do I have on here? Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, Prince of Persia, Rayman, South Park, Rainbow Siege. Oh yeah, I forgot I had Siege. Holy shit, I have Splinter Cell. No way. Wow. Okay. Well, we know we have a few games there to play at some point. Is that closed down? That's closed down. This is that on-lap band again. I never asked for French. What are we doing with French here? How dare they? Okay, this one's gone a bit pear-shaped, doesn't it? French and douchebag vocals. Let's stop that. Now, 14 hours I've played of this game so far, and I'm barely into the third act. We can skip all that. Okay, unplug that. Don't need you right now. I have like cables everywhere, and I need. At some point, I'm going to get a better desk. Okay, right, there we go. I love this piece of music. Okay, alright, okay, yeah, we ended up here. So we can level up. So we'll probably do that first. No, not that. Not that. There we go. Alright, okay. We can do traits. Okay. So I've come. The thing is, they give you a lot here. There's Warfare 1. Okay, I can see a Pip's hair dryer starting there. Can you hear that, Rabia? All skilled up. All skilled up gives you 1 extra combat ability point and 1 extra civil ability points. That's civil abilities. So that might be worth it. Our recovery. Better. Grants you 2 extra attribute points to spend. That, yeah. Dr. Goose lets you evade attacks of opportunity. Elemental affinity lowers the action cost. No. She doesn't really use that many elementals. Actually, she does. She uses a lot of fucking fire attacks. And I get set on fire a lot. Can't hear much over the crunch of your cheese balls. Well, I'd be disappointed if you were any other way. No, just me monitor in this direction. And then I sit. Why the... Ugh. I need to try and recenter my camera. There we go. Well, that was no fucking help, was it? There, I'm center of the frame now. No, I don't want that. See, you only get these every few levels, so I've not really looked into them much. No, I don't really throw grenades. Torture. Certain statuses caused by you are no longer blocked by magic or physical armor. The duration extended by 1 turn. Burning, poison, bleeding, necrofire, acid, suffocating, entangled, death wish, and ruptured tendons are affected. Oh, that's interesting. Unstable makes you explode in a bloody cloud when you die, dealing 50% of your vitality as physical damage and 3 meters. Oh, fucking hell. Walk it off. Reduces status durations by 1 turn. Includes positive status. No, don't want that. Water Rush increases your recovery and maximum action points by 1 when your health is below 50. Oh, many good options. I think for now I'm going to take all skilled up. So that gives us a civics. That means we can get up to... We can get Lawmaster. And these, right, we are arranged and we want... there was something that we had that was summoning. We could get that. What's that? Conjure person elements that matches the ground surface it's summoned onto. Your encounter can be buffed with infusions. Yeah, okay, let's try and take a summoning. And for that we want memory. Take 1 into memory and we will take... What does wits do? Some corrections initiative. Where did persuasion come from? There it is, 3. Wits. Are you finesse based damage? Yeah. Right, okay, that's always complicated when I say. Alright, so we've got that, and I'm sure we picked up something to read. Support and teleport to pyramids, painted Lucian, purple necklace. No. No. Painting of a bell. Okay, no, we didn't get anything. So by last picked up. Serrated two-hand. Oh, that'll go very well for the Red Prince. What are we? We're in Spirit Vision. Okay, well let's investigate around here.
A tree. What's hanging from it?
What is hanging from it? I'm gonna have to fight something here. So it just seems to be us in the Spirit Vision. I do like how everything looks. It's all very Giant's Causeway, isn't it?
Must be a way across.
Can't reach. Okay. Oh, it's so cool.
Are those the gods? What's wrong with them?
Before you hangs a great ethereal orc, his face twisted in a knot of pain as cursed tendrils constrict him.
How is the game audio? Can you hear the game audio all right?
Amadia hangs before you, her face cut and bruised, her chest barely moving. You think you see a tear run down her cheek. You lean in. That's no tear. It's sauce. The shimmering liquid is seeping from her wounds and dripping to the ground below her. Ralik hangs limp from the tree, cursed branches constricting him, snake-like from foot to shoulders. His helmeted head hangs slack at his side, but a barely audible wheeze rasps from his lips.
Just a smidge. Okay.
Hurry!
Hurry.
Ever-tightening cursed branches constrict the great dwarven god Duna. His eyelids flutter, and his face, bluish and bloated, nods.
Okay.
A small, stout imp winces under the countless cursed threads that bind her. Tight coils wrap Tierce Endelius from head to foot. His still face is set to a glowering sneer.
Okay.
Cursed tendrils tighten around Zolstissa. Her lips are moving, but no words seem able to escape her lips.
So what am I... Okay, so what am I to do here? I wonder if I can cast Bless on them.
What are you up to now, my dear? Better to leave those lost souls be. They can't help us.
Your stomach freezes inside you, a cold red spreads to your fingers and toes. It's back! Calm breeze flows through you. It's again. Let's find out what it wants.
You've grown since last we met. You seem taller, stronger. I'm proud of you, and not a minute too soon. The gods are indisposed. This is our hour. Soon enough, we'll become divine.
Tell us you are Godwoken, not it.
Don't be a spoil sport. We are rising, Losa. Don't you feel it? The great power that grows within us. Soon we will be strong enough to ascend to the highest heights imaginable. I do hope you come around before it's too late.
The figure pauses for a moment. A wide grin spreads over its face.
Actually, do as you please. It makes no difference one way or the other. You may not believe in fate, but you ought to believe in me. I love you after all. Better than anyone else could ever dream of doing.
Tell her that loving someone against their will is a form of hatred.
When you've lived as long as I have, you'll realize they are almost the same thing. Believe me, Losa. I came here to help you become the person you're supposed to be.
Is that a
You
fact?
feel it, don't you? That burning cold. That's the void. It's coming here. It's coming for the gods. And it'll come for you too. This isn't the moment for making enemies. Remember that.
Damn it.
What's happened here? Where is everyone?
The same troubled look is visible on each face. You've seen the gods beaten and defied, strung up as a warning.
Rallick should be my god too, but he doesn't speak to me. Even a desperate god doesn't see me as his champion.
The gods are dead. Long live the God-Woken. If the Seven should indeed come to nothing, I'll be ready to take their place.
He's the god. I'm the god woken.
What can yet be blessed, can yet be restored. One way or another, divinity will survive. Through all of you, and all of me.
The void has been pushed back before by the power of mortals. The gods couldn't handle it. But maybe we can.
Okay. Right, everyone has got level up as well now. Alright, so put strength in you, and I think constitution you're due for now. You're ranged, and you... give you elemental affinity. You give you your points there. You can go into a bit more dual wielding. Give you hothead. You want more strength. More constitution. Give me another in dual wielding. And we'll give him executioner so he can move around after he gets a kill. And then also, so what do you do? You do 14 out of 16, 22 out of 24. What's that? That's a lot of armor that we're going to lose by giving him that. Okay. So see on those ones. See how that works when we can always swap back to it. Teleportation scroll we'll give to Sibyl. Right. Those is to okay. Sibyl, check that. Oh shit! Oh, because she didn't get a civic. Fuck. Your law master is only one. Bollocks. Right, okay, so we still can't do that. Shit, shit, shit. What else we got? Okay, we should be fine for now.
This place is strange. I cannot bear you away from me. You must find other means so that we can leave.
That's what means you'll be able to get out of here.
The one who brought us here. The demon that wears the face of my kin. Only she can set the course back to the land of the living. She is here still. I can feel her.
What happened to the others that were on board?
Death washed over me as we entered this place. I felt many lives extinguish in a single moment. But others still draw breath. They are sheltering below decks.
Okay, take my leave. Right, we want to go below decks then. Which we do back up here. So I wonder who's still alive.
People are going to perish. People are going to die, and I can't stop it. She'll do it now.
It's so cold. I haven't felt cold in centuries. What happened? I just remember... Oh no. No, that can't be right.
You're dead.
This is wonderful. What a fascinating experience. And I will be able to spend eternity studying you creatures. No more having to watch from the shadows. No more having to walk mysterious social tightropes.
The skeleton pulls a notebook from the folds of his robes and starts scribbling. As you walk away, you hear him muttering about Observations on the Mortal Races, Volume 1.
Oh well, positivity and all that.
Where have you been? I can't keep this up much longer. We need to go. Brace yourself. This
We're ready.
A lot.
Okay, and we're out of here.
The chill of the Hall of Echoes clung to the Lady Vengeance as it returned to the shores of Reaper's Coast. The Godwoken were alive.
What?
But what of the gods?
I don't think you have to have sex with a lizard. It's a role-playing game, and there's a lot of options. It might be possible. Not that I've found. Okay. I'll bear that in mind. I mean, we have lizard men. We have the Red Prince. If not, don't worry.
Solid ground materializes beneath your feet. Your weight falls back into your body all at once, and bright sunlight stings your eyes. As your eyes adjust, you realize you're still aboard the Lady Vengeance. A gust of fresh sea air caresses you, and warm sunshine prickles your skin.
Oh, one moment, please. Oh, just a moment.
Malady explodes in a fit of retching that racks her body. At last, she sneezes and expels a glob of something shiny and silver onto the deck. It wriggles quickly off the siding and plummets into the sea with a splash.
Ah, better. Let's not do that again anytime soon.
What happened there?
Well, we needed to escape, didn't we? So I took us the one place I was quite certain Dallas couldn't follow. I suppose you recognized the Hall of Echoes from those visions you'd had before. Realm of the dead, realm of divinity. I do hope you learned something useful on our little field trip.
So you don't think so? Some ethereal figures call themselves gods kept trying to distract you from your purpose.
Even I know when to pay attention to the gods. Tell me what you saw.
Describe everything we saw and heard in the Hall of Echoes.
I see. So, the gods were bound and cursed by the void, and the thing inside you, the very powerful thing inside you, told you you need to become the next divine. Well then, it sounds like you need to ascend, doesn't it? And quickly.
She inspects her fingernails with great attention, then looks up at you from under an arched eyebrow.
Did it mention how you were meant to become the next divine?
Admit it was somewhat vague on that point.
Well, luckily for you, Mama Malady is here to help. We already know you can bless, but as far as I know, you can neither see source nor take it as you see fit. I may not know much about divinity, but I do know that any godwoken worth their salt will know how to perform all these so fantastic feats. You need to go see the Meister.
Right, where can I find the Meister?
She's got one of those things in Driftwood. You know, the building where people go and they do things inside of it? A home, that's it. She's got a home in Driftwood. Give me your map. There you are. Tell her I sent you and she'll handle the rest. You're at the beginning of a long journey, Godwoken. Long, but exceedingly interesting. Now, I must be going, and so must you.
Let's go and get to shore.
Our faithful little sloop, of course. We can all ride together. Won't that be terribly fun?
Where's she off to?
Shopping. One more word, Losa. I'm concerned about you. Other Godwoken meet with one of the seven. You've been meeting up with an apparition from your own mind. That isn't good.
Ask her to tell me something I don't know.
Ah, to choose just one from such a vast ocean of possibilities. But the matter at hand. There's a fellow I'd like you to seek out. He might be able to help you. Last I heard, he's on business outside the Blood Moon Island to the north of Driftwood. He's a demonologist, Jehan by name.
Demonologist. Ask if she thinks there's a demon inside you.
Oh, darling, this is a demon. This is a Demon.
It's been a long day.
Let's hope Jehan can help. Good luck, Losa. You'll certainly need it. If I'm not back by the time you find out where our journey takes us next...
So it was when you fall
call
asleep.
me
Okay,
back
don't
here.
worry.
Tell the ship. She'll know how to summon me. And in the unlikely case you don't manage to do whatever it is you'll need to do to become what you need to become, you could call me, but I would be grateful if it doesn't come to that.
Okay, so we've got to get to shore. No, I didn't want to go down there. No, hang on.
Damn it, is nowhere safe. Red-robed lunatics at sea, those void-woken seedlings in the swamp. It all points to the great acorn. It's coming, Quercus. What if it's too late, What if the Knights of Dre are too far ahead in their plans?
The Knights of Dre? Who does he mean?
At least here, our shield's ignorance can be forgiven, Quercus. The Knights of Dre do not go out of their way to boast about their existence. You know their order, my friend. Mystic Squirrel Knights, sworn to the great acorn, trying to bring about its return.
Okay.
The squirrel absent-mindedly runs a paw over Quercus's spine. The air fills with the sound of soft, dusty purring.
They plan to inherit the everlasting forest once the acorn drops, and the world is rid of all giants. They believe that only the arboreal will, and should, survive.
Ask how he intends to combat such a nefarious plan.
I don't know. I am trying, of course. But how does one battle a power like the Great Acorn? The Knights of Dre are a dangerous, dangerous order. Lunatics, with a single-minded devotion to bringing about the end of the world. Together, Quercus, we can develop some magic to save us from the Great Acorn, if our shield can keep us alive.
You've not been caught in a fight once.
Yes, it has done an admirable job so far. It certainly lasted longer than I thought it would. But does it understand that we could be wiped out at any moment? Does it understand the risk?
Growl that you understand more than he... No. Nod, he can trust you.
Trust. Do you remember trust, Quercus? I'm not sure I do. Well, yes, of course I trust you, Quercus. You're different. But perhaps we should show a little faith in our shield, too.
The squirrel reaches out and touches your ankle, sending a hot flush rippling through your body. Your mind's eye sees new potential spells swirling before it.
Now, listen carefully, Shield. The plan is thus. Do not die.
It's a good plan. I like the plan. The plan is a good plan.
If the shield can hold up its end of the bargain, we might just have a chance to complete our research. We might make it yet, Quercus.
What do we got equipped at the minute? Small rock rune did earth damage, air damage, poison. We already have poison on it, so let's add that to it. Okay. Can we do that with all of their weapons? No. We have another one of those. Dagger, dagger.
All willing to fight by your side if the price is right.
Where's me way off this boat? Ah, there it be, there it be! Okay. Oh, I've got my keyboard. Alright, where am I? Okay, let's head up in... actually, what's over here? Just have an investigate, nothing there. I do like it when I get to a new area and I get to kind of potter about and...
Here we are, Reaper's Coast. We made it.
Something on our mind?
The hunt, like always. To be God-woken is all well and good, but above all, I've yet to find the Master. Somewhere further inland, Roost Anlon breathes. All I have to do now is pick up his scent and make his last breath worth my while.
Okay, so discovered a waypoint.
This shrine fills you with a sense of peace. It is a safe haven. Your body is still, but your soul floats upwards. You see yourself when you look down, content, safe.
Okay. There'll be lots of poison around here. Fishing rod, fancy bottle of beer, empty bottle. Not worth baskets, fishing rod. Poisoned fish. Shell, okay. Nothing really worth it there. It's a very pretty game. I do love how this game looks. Oh, oh.
That void woken had someone in its
Come on, everybody into the fight. Right, what do we got? Oh, God, okay, we're going to get Pinsett here. Does he have any? He doesn't have any armor, so we can do a battle stomp and knock him down. Oh, we missed! Shit. Okay, well, let's come join the rest of the team. Oh, great, they're source infused. You're a volatile one. Sounds like I need to deal with you as a priority. Okay. You don't have enough AP to attack now. Fun. Right, so we got rid of the volatile one. That one's still there. You're vicious. You're vicious. You're vicious. Oh, I thought he was going to walk to the necrofire. Okay. Why? How did you miss that? It's right in front of you. Right, thank God for shields.
Into the dark with you.
What have we got left? Just the one? No, two of them. Okay. So that one's suffocating. Okay, and hit again. Ow. That was unnecessary. Fine. Want to be a dick? Be a dick. Right, why did he miss every single hit that he had there? It should let me use it. Oh wait, hang on, I'm only level 8, that's why I can't use the fucking sword. Okay, well we'll keep that for later. Right. You need to restore yourself, you're the only one that got injured. Okay.
What happened here?
Okay, that was a dead civilian, so let's have a look up here. Someone there? The shark.
A dying shark lies gasping on the sand, bleeding from the mouth and gills. It turns its dark and soulless eyes to you. Its bloody gills open in search of water, but find only air.
Offer to drag it back into the water.
It gasps in the air, struggling for the breath to speak. Its own blood froths at its mouth.
No, die here. Monsters in the water. Monsters in the deep.
Remark that with the blood-stained teeth, the sea should have very little to fear.
Monsters bigger. More and more growing.
Offer to put it out of its misery?
It looks at you with its cold, flat eyes as if to say, do what you will. Then it turns away and gets back to drowning in the bloody sunshine.
This is really sad, this.
Meet your maker.
Yeah, just hop in the water for a second. Oh, poison. Why are all the fish poisoned here? Leader in sight. Where's there a leader? Okay, so we're back where we started. We've kind of explored everything here. Have I missed a path somewhere? Oh, I have. I've really missed a path. Okay, so you can go through the swamps as well. Did not realise that. Yeah, this is the road.
A Magister caravan. I remember one just like this picking me up. Could have been a shipment to Fort Joy. But what happened here?
Can't be true.
White as driftwood salt, the dwarf flinches at your approach, yet she holds a short, clean blade aloft. Her fierce stance can't hide the trembling of her fingers.
Back, back, Magister. I'll kill you, just like the rest of them.
Hands up, tell her to calm down, you know, Magister, quite the opposite.
She slumps, all bravado draining from her.
No. I've never seen anything like those beasts before. Are they gone?
Does she mean the Void Woken?
Those? Yes. Worst ones I've ever seen. ripped through the Magisters. The dwarves, dead, dead, dead. And the sorcerers, gone.
What happened to the sorceress?
Her eyes stare vacantly into the distance, glassy as marbles. It's not cold, yet her shivering is relentless.
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, Duna's beard. Lohar. My boss Lohar will want to know what happened to them, but I can't remember.
That's what she's doing here for this boss Lohar.
Helping the sorcerers. We thought we could help them against the Magisters, but...
She can't remember what happened to the sorceress?
No, I don't know. I don't know.
Stroke her cheek, telling you want nothing more than to help her.
Oh, Seven sympathy. I saw those things dragging the sorcerers along the cliffs towards the Wreckers' caves. No more. It's gone.
She flinches at the slightest rustle of wind through the long grass. Terror in her eyes, she stumbles away from you.
Okay. A razzle-dazzle grenade. Poison flask, and what's that? Okay. I see some sauce. Okay, let's carry on a bit further up the road. Minister's house.
A scruffy kid bounds up and stands before you,
Oh.
hands on hips. He stares.
You Ben Mez?
I am.
Righto, got a message for you. Chap called Baron Laveri wants to see you. Black Bull Tavern, first floor.
The kid shoves his hands in his pockets and ambles off, whistling an off-key tune.
That was weird.
Did you hear? The eggs are gone. Gone for good. No one to keep them warm. No one to keep them safe.
I'm no eggs.
Not my eggs, our eggs. All the family, all the eggs, every last one. Big Marge, sir. Big Marge will tell you everything.
Okay, well, which one's Big Marge?
Yeah.
Get yourself in check, boy. I won't have you running off like Millicent and Tully. You'll just end up sliding down some Voidwoken's gross gullet, piece by piece.
The older-looking Magister notices your presence. He wipes his grubby hands downward across his greaves, as if to wipe away the grime, but instead smears more dirt onto them.
Halt! What word do you bring?
Tell them to bring bad tidings. Dead magisters and dwarves direct caravan outside of town.
His face goes pale, and his eyes open wide. The Magister that greeted you remains stiff, as if enduring a harsh wind.
The Voidwoken come.
Hush, Fader. You may pass, traveller. Dare say you'll be aching to leave before long anyway. But before you do, find Raymond, the White Magister. He'll want to know what you've seen. Be quick, mind. He's set to sail any moment.
He nods his head in the direction of the bridge, but offers no other instructions.
As long as you stay put, you'll be safe.
Are you sure?
The silent monk's stitched lips are the colour of sea ice.
Yeah, let's not wind up these things. Okay, we're in Driftwood, so we have things to do
Last
here.
time I was here, I summoned my wolf right in the tavern. All hell broke loose. Good times. Good times. I wonder if they'll remember me.
We're lucky to stand in a town protected by Magister Raymond's wisdom. Without him, the Voidwoken would have turned this slum into a charnel house. He will be missed when he sails.
Wreck
Damn it.
caravan?
Magister Raymond wanted word in the caravan, but I had...
Okay, so let's get to the docks first. That seems to be the most pressing thing.
Keeping it together, Bree? I'm all right, as long as it
Don't let up now. Keep
That'll be him.
hauling that cargo on, you mute sacks of flesh. Put your backs into it.
Put your
I'll
backs
not lose
into
another
it.
day to the tide. The Lord Dread awaits. Its sails billow with Dallas's breath.
The Magister stops, barking orders. He sniffs the air like a predator, turns to face you, the wolf eyeing the deer.
Intense fellow, this one. Keep calm and courteously bid him a good day.
You do not get to make that decision. That decision is mine. A good day? Let's talk about a good day.
Alright then.
Tell me, have you ever been strung up by the hands? Your body swinging like a bell's clapper as your bones are being broken with cast iron rods?
Ask why to inquire after such a horrible thing.
I inquire because I enjoy painting a picture with which I'm so very intimately familiar.
He licks his lips. Dry flesh turns wet.
See, I'd like to string you up too. Rack you with rods and leave you dangling over a puddle of your own blood and piss.
Smirk and say you'd like to see him try.
His sliver of a smile could rival a rattler's.
I'm very good at what I do, see? I don't even need a sauce hound yapping at my side.
Okay, this is all very weird.
There was a whiff of something in the air when you approached. A current of filth. That is to say, sauce. Best convince me I was mistaken.
How dare he suggest such a thing? Lady Dallas didn't smell a current of filth last time you dined with her in Fort Joy.
He leans in closer and sniffs the air once more.
Interesting. So I was mistaken. Must have been ambition I smelt on you, not the magic that dare not speak its name. Very well. In that case, we'll forego the gallows and turn straight to the hunt. No doubt a trustee of Dallas is champing at the bit to see some action.
Oh god, this guy's a psycho.
Seems peaceful here, doesn't it? A quiet day in a quiet town. One wouldn't think these drifting woods toss on dwarf-troubled waters, but they do.
Inquire after these dwarven troubles.
Consider for a moment the dwarf. What is he? A mule? A beast of burden? But some defy that role. There are rats among them, dancing to their rat queen's tune.
This guy sounds delightful, doesn't he?
I've need of a rat catcher.
Urge him to make his point.
Of course. I must depart post-haste, but Julian here will stay behind and be a good little parrot. Ask and he will answer.
Stay behind? But I've my orders. Same as you.
Like I said, Julian is staying. And with that, I must be off. No hard feelings about the death threats, of course. How about we part shaking hands instead of stringing them up? How very heartwarming. One last thing. The Magisters here are diligent men and women. A stranger like you may run into troubles with them.
Okay.
Should this happen, just wave this piece of parchment in their eager little faces. My signature will placate them without fail, I assure you. Adieu and good luck. The Lord Dread awaits. The use of the gallows I pass on to you. The time has come, my stitched-lit lovelies. We set sail. Get on board and man your stations.
The Magister is rubbing the dirt off his robes, none the worse for wear, apparently, from the blast of magic that knocked him off his feet.
You, the so-called friend of Dallas. I'd be whining and dining aboard the Lord Dread if it weren't for you.
Tell him his superior told you to report to him.
Yes, I am very much aware. Wasn't my damn head that hit the floor back there. Now answer me. Did you meet with a Magister caravan on your way into town? The hour's growing late and I'm beginning to worry something might have gone wrong. By the Bishop's bones, you saw it. Out with it, woman. What happened?
Let's just describe the scene in detail.
Voidwoken. That means Source was used, which means some third party must have attacked first. And I've a fair idea who that might have been. Raymond, that old goat, always suspected there's more to the Driftwood dwarves than meets the eye. Hate to admit it, but I think he may be right. Too many things have gone wrong along Reaper's Coast to attribute to bad luck. Magister ship sinking, weapons disappearing, and as you've seen, a caravan attacked and destroyed. Rumour has it the Dwarvian Queen herself is behind these acts of sabotage. That is what I want you to prove.
Ask why Raymond and he suspects the dwarves to be culprits.
They've always been snakes in the grass. Cheap labour, sure, and hard workers too. Half of them are their queen's spies. Her eyes, her ears, her poison-pouring hands. You know what Queen Justinia is like, surely. A tyrant and a master strategist to boot.
Okay, where do I need to go?
There's a local thug, Lohar. He runs an operation out of his hideout beneath the Black Bull Tavern. I suspect this man of being a spy for his queen.
It may be interesting to have a word with him. Find out what he's up to. Where I really want you to ferret around is Reaper's Bluffs, to the west of Driftwood.
It's wild territory, remote and hostile, where I believe the dwarves may have set up a base of operations away from prying eyes. Should you find any such place, and better yet, proof that Lohar is working on behalf of Queen Justinia, you will be handsomely rewarded, I assure you.
Okay.
In that case, go forth.
Yeah, we'll start at the Meister's house.
As the Magister's eyes alight upon you, they widen until they are practically bulging out of their sockets. One tremulous finger rises from voluminous robes and points right at you. From her other hand dangles handcuffs.
Ifan Ben Mesd is our living breeze. I don't know how you got free, but it'll be back to the joy with you, and no mistake.
Who? If I've been Mazda what now?
One eye squints. The other bulges out even further, as if to compensate.
Oh, it's you, all right. It's definitely you.
Feign a thick Sicil accent to deny it.
Your little tricks won't work on me, Ben Mesd.
Jangle a coin purse?
She considers your offer.
How much?
Offer lots of gold. I'll laugh and wallop her in the face with your coin purse.
So much? You have to be hiding something, and I'm sure. Now, come on. Back into a cage where you belong. Your little tricks won't work on me, Ben Mesd. So little. You can sit and think. Oh, that's it.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, we're fucked. Sorry about that. Pip just needed a quick cuddle. Shit, whose turn are we on? Alright, and encourage. Oh shit, we've got people over there as well. Fuck. Let's fortify your plan, since that's who they seem to be attacking. I don't like these silent watchers. And then we want a flurry on you. Is the entire town attacking me? I don't want to fight the dog. Oh yeah, we are so fucked here. Yeah, we're on a high enough level for this fight. Right, okay. So we can't flee. None of my characters are up for ages. Can we, okay, load. Right, we can't win this fight. There is no chance in hell of winning this fight. So we're going to quickly rattle through that conversation again.
Remember me. You too, Julian. Show him. Go on, you mute. The Lord.
The Magister stops, but...
You tell me. Have you ever been... Of course you...
He licks.
See, I'd like to string... Oh, no. There was a... Best convince me I was mistaken.
He leans in.
Interesting. Very well. See, but they do. Consider... of course.
Stay behind.
And one last... Should this... Adieu and... The time has come, my stitched-lit lovelies. We set sail. Get on board and man your stations.
These sacks.
Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. Rattle it up, rattle it up, rattle it up.
The Magister is rubbing the...
You! Yes, I know. The root. It should, you know. It should come.
Right, so we've got that.
Once, this was a tavern, or a hotel, or a brothel.
Right, map.
Occupied! Oh! Unholy hells! How about a little... What I get? Bloody tin makes a little... No! Fish into some of my stew! Bloody
So all the food is tainted around here.
Tainted! Save me, Lucian! Oh, please, Lucian, spare me!
There's a lot to explore here. There are a lot of NPCs around.
The door has been sealed shut. The Magisters have nailed a notice to the door.
Read the
The
notice.
notice reads, "Warning, do not enter. Crime scene. Meister Siva has been accused of conspiracy, murder, and high treason. She shall hang by the hands at the farmlands gallows until trial. Anyone found trespassing on these premises before her trial concludes shall be charged as an accomplice and will share her fate." You notice that the message is signed Magister Raymond in the name of Dallas Most Holy.
You can't go in, missus. The Meister isn't home and the Magisters locked the door. They was very angry about it. They said mean things about the Meister and they left a mess, a big one.
Ask her if she knows the Meister personally.
She's my friend. She was one of the Magisters once. She was very high up. She used to look for God people and help them. But then she stopped that and just stayed in the house all the time. She used to play with me, but then the Magisters took her away, they did. They took her outside the village. I'm not allowed outside the village.
Ask exactly where she thinks the Meister is.
She looks around theatrically to see if there's anyone listening.
When the wind blows from over the stream, I can hear the Meister. I can hear her crying.
She gives you a look of the darkest meaning. Then she takes a deep breath, puts on a happy smile, turns...
So you get across the river. I think. Right. Get back. Oh, we can cross through shallow water. Great.
I did not kill Alexander, you stupid ape. Release me.
No, I killed Alexander.
The lizard hangs from the gibbet, her face blooded and her scales discoloured. Her eyes are closed, but her tongue flickers as you approach.
Welcome to Driftwood, Godwoken.
One bloody eye cracks open, glittering gold appearing from beneath the swollen lid.
Chased you all the way here from Fort Joy, did they? Very well then, cut me down. There is work to be done. Or indeed you could stand there like a stage-struck peasant. If you're waiting for me to applaud and cry encore, you may be disappointed. I'm in no position to clap.
Milady said she could train me.
The
Melody,
Meister
rather.
bares her teeth, stained a deep pink by her blood, and growls.
Melody is unfortunately mistaken. I cannot train you, but I can certainly help you on your path. As long as I am free of this rope. Because along with torture and interrogation, the Magisters found space in their schedules to purge me, that's why. They spent quite some time at it too. Apparently I was a rich vein to be mined. And now I hang powerless as any butchered carcass.
Seems quite chatty for a silent monk.
They stopped the process just as the last of my power drained away. Just enough to rob me of my strength, but not enough to leave me a hollow sack of flesh and scales.
Okay.
I had hoped they simply wished to preserve my charm and beauty, but no. It seemed Dallas had ordered that I be held until she could do the deed herself. To give it the personal touch, I imagine.
Dallas is a bit of a bitch.
Now that you have had that that delightful little nugget of gossip, perhaps you could do your damn job and let me loose?
How did she know I was Godwoken?
The lizard grimaces, shifting awkwardly as she dangles.
I am in intense pain. You are either insufferably cruel or insufferably stupid.
Okay.
Be quick about it before the Magister realizes their prize catch is about to slip through the net. Excellent. Now if you'd be so kind as to gut that startled-looking Magister, it would be much appreciated. I must secure my home before they do any more damage.
Okay. Quite a few of them to deal with, and they're all quite high level. Great. And a bruiser. Right, okay, well, we'll not... Okay. Fire. Okay, so he's mad now. Just damage all around. Okay. Fuck me, these guys are strong. Psychotic rabbit. Great. Okay. Okay. Who's in need of Los is in need of fortification. Wow. She-Comic's just crippled. Alright, what do we got here? So we can cast fire again. What did I just kill there?
the Reaper for me.
Can she get behind him? You with that. As long as you keep him moving, that's fine.
Meet your maker.
So there's just the one left. Right, go on, whack him. And another one. And he's gone this turn. Woo! Tough battle. Tough battle. Right, okay, let's check these corpses. Don't think there'll be anything on the bruiser. No, nothing on him. Right, okay, so now we can go back over here. After quick saving, of course.
The Meister sits slumped in a chair, looking around the room as she works her shoulder with one hand. It looks like it was dislocated by the gallows.
Damnable red cloak baboons ransacking my wardrobes. As if I would keep ancient valuable secrets in a pile with my unmentionables.
She takes a deep breath, and with a twist, a click, and a screech of pain, she shoves her shoulder back into its socket.
I swear by the seven, if we did not have more important matters to attend to.
Reaching across the table, she pulls a bowl of hot water towards her and fishes some bandages, a needle, and thread out of a box. She slowly starts to tend to her wounds.
At least the barbarians were unable to club their way into my vault, so everything you need should be safe.
Why did they string her up?
Apparently I had a claw in murdering their darling divine-in-waiting Alexander.
The Meister wrenches the bandage, pulling the fabric tight against her wound. She winces before tying it off in a neat knot, but you can see the red stain already spreading across the fabric.
Never mind that. That I was here the entire time. Apparently my cunning transcends time, space, and common sense.
I'm the reason the Magisters are looking for Alexander's killer.
Meister Siva freezes, her eyes locked on you, her claws mid-swipe, cutting a new stretch of bandage.
Why on earth should I have thought anything else? Not that I was sorry to hear about his death. I doubt my grin helped matters during the interrogation.
Now that she's free, you can proceed.
Enthusiasm? On a weekday? My word. We shall begin once we have the tools we need from my vault. You may have been chosen Godwoken, but becoming divine requires more than a supernatural pat on the head. Come, Godwoken. It is time to see just how awake you are. Fortunately, the Magisters pay much attention to art as they do to fashion. Kindly remove that painting from the wall. I pray my instructions will not be too technical. Your talent for following simple instructions. Push the button.
A stone door lies flush with the floorboards. Etched whorls in the granite frame a delicate rotary dial. Gleaming under the dim light, the metallic dial almost seems to wink at you. Taking your time, you carefully enter the combination. The metallic sounds of the tumblers falling within the mechanism let you know you entered the code correctly.
Excellent. Follow me. Your time is at hand, Godwoken.
Okay, so this is interesting.
Ancient runes.
Feel free
Weird
to look
contraptions.
about while I catch
This
my
place
breath.
is an Arcanist's
Come
dream.
speak to me when you wish to proceed. And try not to break anything in the meantime.
Opening the door, you see a selection of ingredients.
Quite right. Do seek my counsel.
How's he ascended to level 9? Oh, we'll all get in the next fight. Oh, you have summoning abilities. Just a light. Meister Siva instructs me to record my research. Ritual is simple. Single piece of black root in the ritual bowl. Draw blood with the obsidian lancet. Set flame to the bowl and its contents. Ensure that you have sufficient source. Inhale the resulting smoke. Beyond this point, nothing is known. The ingredients of this ritual are not rare per se, but may prove difficult to procure. I'm fortunate that Meister's source fountain never runs low, so it's simple to gather the source. Black root, however, is another matter entirely. The root grows in the forest to the northwest of Driftwood. It produces no poison or thorns that guard it, but all manner of creatures stalk those trees. It's wise to quickly grab what one needs and then return. Okay.
The Meister is examining her wounds, prodding at this, wincing at that. Her face seems grim as she turns to you.
Do you know what it means to have the power of the divine, Godwoken?
Tell you know less about divinity than you do about sin.
Then it's time to smarten up. This responsibility isn't one of the meek, the selfish, or, in your case, the ignorant. No, becoming the divine means taking on the power of all the gods and the responsibility for all the races. The divine was created by the gods to shelter us from the void. The divine cannot use her power for anything else.
You understand?
Very well, then. Let's see if we can't snatch Divinity from the jaws of the void. The ritual itself is quite simple. Drop some blackroot in the bowl, mix in a little blood, set the concoction aflame, and then inhale the smoke. Ignore any feelings of dizziness, burning in your lungs, or a dire sense of existential dread. They're all perfectly normal, although you will need to sacrifice a little sauce along the way. Everything you need is here. Ingredients in the cupboard. Sauce in the glowing fountain. Ritual in the tome by the bookcase. Even an incinerator to provide a flame.
The Meister looks back at her wounds, curiously prodding them as fresh blood oozes out, staining her claws.
Cuts look pretty bad.
Quite. Mind you, being torn asunder by a Voidwoken would be even more inconvenient. So if you wouldn't mind...
The Meister points sharply to the ingredients cupboard.
Ask if she's ever seen the ritual performed before.
Once, although not by a Godwoken. My assistant did not believe that one had to be chosen by a god to become divine.
She waves a bandaged hand absent-mindedly, wincing slightly.
A headstrong and thoughtless girl, but the experience was... was quite educational. From observing her, I gather that the ritual involves inhaling the smoke, a lot of screaming, and a rather sudden death. And putting our faith in you is a risk Rivellon must take. If you need more detailed information about...
Opening the door, you see a selection of ingredients, thrown together in no particular order. After a quick rummage, you spot the blackroot, nestled between the grated dragon's tongue and Drudene oil. You gather up the blackroot, obsidian lance, and ancient bowl, and kick the door of the cupboard closed.
Okay. So where do I burn everything then? Right. Ritual bowl. Roots. Obsidian blade. It's the first time I've had to do a puzzle anything like this. Where is it? Where the hell's it gone? It has just gone from my inventory. No, right there it is.
As you suck the smoke deep into your lungs, your vision starts to swim and cloud. There is an intense pounding in your head, and you can feel the world fading.
Right, hold the fumes in my
As the world
lungs.
fades away, you lose all sense of being grounded. You reach out, but you could feel yourself falling slowly, sinking into the depths of your own soul.
Deepest recess of my soul. But it looks like the Hall of Echoes.
Aye, the giant takes notice of it.
Okay, so we're back up here.
Ah, there you are. I've been waiting for you.
It's Laura's voice.
I was worried you weren't coming.
Ooh. Remark that it looks fleshier than usual.
Isn't that just the question? I come bearing a gift. See, look into my eyes.
Lean forward and gaze in your own eyes. If your other half was an evil parasite, you might enjoy this.
Now wait. Wait. Ah. Now speak the spell and see what I've gotten for us.
There. That's a bit more familiar. So, go on. Pretty fantastic, isn't it?
What to do to my
You're a
eyes?
step closer toward becoming like one of them now. I gave you a gift. Made you like one of the gods. A bit, anyway. You can see spirits now. Try it next time you cut some innocent to bits. You'll be able to find out just what their sweet little soul thinks of you.
So you told you'd be venturing into your inner soul by coming here. Is that what this place is?
Certainly. And here I am, all by my lonesome. The other Godwoken will find one of the seven hiding out in their souls, you know. Shriveled, half-dead gods looking to steal source from their chosen in exchange for the power to see spirits.
I'd say you quite prefer to meet a god than a parasite.
I wouldn't be so quick to differentiate. Let me tell you a little something about the seven. They need source, and they're running out of it. Soon enough, they'll be little more than dead, dry husks, light enough to knock down with a puff of air.
Oh dear.
That is, unless they get help.
Help from other Godwoken, presumably.
Why would they want you?
You think the gods have any use for a two-bit singer with a parade of unpredictables marching through her head? You may be god-woken, but that doesn't make you worthy. But that doesn't matter, Losa. I saw something special in you. Something they didn't see. That's enough.
Ask what it seems to see in you.
Potential. Look what you can do. You can bless. You can see the spirits of the world. When will you believe that all I want is to see you, to see us, succeed? The void itself is hunting down the gods, leeching them in ways I only dreamed were possible. Drop by drop, they drain away, and your path forward becomes all the clearer. The gods have gone into hiding within your fellow Godwoken. They seek to become what we are, stronger together, unstoppable together. But we are far ahead of them already, and I know where we must go next. The Well of Ascension. Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
In the market for an exorcist more than a well.
Aren't you listening? The Well is a pool of pure source in which the powers of the Seven lie united. The Seven, fools that they are, each gave up half their powers to create the first divine. To bathe in the lake is to become divine. We'll do more than that, though. Feeling thirsty?
Where can I find this Well of Ascension?
That's step 3 out of 3. You've still got some ground to tread before we get there. But don't worry. It's for the best. The gods are weak. Weaker than I expected. The void is nearly here. You need to go to the Well of Ascension and absorb the source of the Seven. All of it. Then you'll become a god. How does that sound?
Contemplate the idea. You make a pretty good god, but not while you're sharing your body with a demon.
Without me, you would have died in a shipwreck before you even got to Fort Joy. I have been good to you, Losa. Remember that. The world needs someone to safeguard it against the void. With the powers of the gods, you'll do a great job.
And ask what it thinks. Ask what it thinks its role will be once you're divine.
Much the same as it is now. I'll be your advisor, your helpmate. And in return, you'll ensure my survival in the new order of things. For make no mistake, a new order is coming.
You know this thing can't be trusted.
That's fine, Losa. You don't have to speak. But do listen. We'll make our way to the lake, but not yet. Not until you've become a true master of the Source. You'll need to learn to speak the language of creation itself. It won't be easy. You'll need to find tutors, masters of the Source. People who can teach you to increase the volume of Source you can control. Few remain, and the ones who do have been driven to the brink of survival. The Order has made certain of that. Still, I have full faith in you, Losa. You'll find them, and you'll convince them to teach you. Once you have, find me here again. We'll move forward from there.
Say nothing. Take my leave.
Till next time, darling.
The Meister stares intently at you. Her eyes are tired and bruised, but determined.
Still alive? Gods above, there might be something to you after all.
She leans in, her bloody tongue flickering hungrily about your face.
Tell me, what did you see? What you know?
She sighs impatiently as you hack up the last of the green smoke.
You can't channel enough Source? Gods be damned, why couldn't you have a nice simple problem? Finding an orc to dance the hornpipe, perhaps?
Tell her it's not like it's just easy to open up channels to Source.
Indeed not. They're never more difficult when you've been purged. I was a master of Source once, but no longer. The Magisters saw to that. The river of my source has been dammed. My link to the font from which it flows, severed. So we must seek alternatives. Alas, the only source masters not yet hauled off to Fort Joy or turned into meat puppets are those too dangerous or cunning for the Magisters to contain. Sorcerers that allowed their power to corrupt them. Many are wicked, cruel, vile, and generally not good teacher material, but we may have no others to turn to.
Wait, ask if she's really telling you that you need to go and train under evil sorcerers.
You will not be there long, I assure you. There is only so much you can glean from a twisted mind. However, it is the path we walk, no matter what the cost. No matter what is asked of you.
The Meister doubles over in a violent coughing fit, struggling for breath. After a few moments, she regains her composure, wiping a thin smear of blood from the corner of her mouth.
No matter what is asked of you, you must learn from them.
Right, she doesn't seem well.
And you do not seem to be paying attention. Sorcerers, evil, controlling your source, saving Rivellon, please. Please tell me at least some of this rings a bell. Your focus, your only focus, must be on finding these masters, on finding the secrets to divinity. Nothing else matters.
Okay, where can I find them?
The Magisters have kept ledgers with all known sorcerers, especially the powerful ones not yet captured. They would be an invaluable resource. But do be careful not to get caught. I was their guest for a time, and I promise you the gallows was the most comfortable part of the experience. And if their barracks turns out to be as empty as their skulls, just try to keep an ear to the ground. There may still be powerful sorcerers hiding in these lands.
As she speaks, one of her wounds reopens, a dark red stain spreading across her tunic. She hisses in frustration and starts to bind the gash.
I wish there was more I could do, but in this condition, I would be more a hindrance than a boon. Godspeed, and remember, do whatever it takes.
Okay, be back as soon as possible. Right, okay, I am going to speak to Laura.
Marcus, what are you looking at? Egad, stop gawking at the shield. You ought to be quite used to such journeys into that stone realm by now. Meanwhile, the acorn draws nearer. I read through some tomes I saw that cranky old lizard carrying. Some fascinating leads, but nothing like the power we need to stop the Knights of Dre and their wicked plot.
Warrior and a scholar, you're impressed?
Our gargantuan friend is easily impressed. Wait until it learns that I'm a knight, a scholar, and a wizard capable of saving the world. No, of course it knows that already, Quercus. Yes, I'm aware it's the entire basis of our partnership. No, I most certainly do not feel the need to return the compliment. I owe our shield my life several times over. I hardly need to grovel and thank it each time. I'm sure it knows I appreciate it. Now, if you're quite finished ogling your favorite long-legged scratching post, we need to get on and save the world already.
The spirit of an elegant elven woman materializes before you. She seems surprised.
You can see me. A god woken in my presence. You honor me.
Ask why she risked such a thing if she was aware of the dangers.
The spirit looks at you regretfully.
It is hard to hear of such power and not covet it for yourself. I lie to myself and convince myself that I am special. But I am not special. I am dead.
Marvellous, right, okay, yeah, we're going to level up and then we're going to finish for the night. Right, what do we want to level up into? I get another level of summoning. Yeah, Ethan's already leveled up. You just keep. Well, actually, we'll add one in Constitution for you. A bit more HP. Retribution. Yeah, we'll do a bit more of that. You seem to be getting attacked a lot. I'll give you 1 point of Retribution in there. Constitution and Strength. Right. Okay, that all seems reasonable. Losa needs to top up on sauce. Right, okay. Yeah, we are going to leave it there for now. This has been a marvellous experience. We are closer to being God-woken. Oh, we are God-woken, rather. We're closer to being gods. So, yeah, we'll end it here for now. So, thank you very much for watching, everybody. It is, as usual, always a pleasure to play this game. I shall see you probably on Wednesday, I think. Yeah, thinking Wednesday. And we'll play a bit more. For now, thank you for watching, and good night.